Hey, it's day 57 on the Appalachian Trail, and that was the shelter that I just came from where I stayed last night. It was a rough day yesterday, oh my God. But I can't expect every day to be roses and daffodils. So, in the end, I ended up walking the 3/10 of a mile downhill and then 3/10 of a mile uphill for water. I didn't want to. I don't like when I have to do that, but I really I needed the water, and water sources up ahead are very scarce. So much so that I got a private message from somebody saying, "Get water where you are." About 7 miles away yesterday, there was a little bit of trail magic. Somebody left some bottles of water in a cooler at a road crossing, but I can't count on that. And so the next reliable source of water is about 10 miles away. So I have 2 liters of water to go 10 miles. But I've gone in the Shenandoahs, which has no water. I went 20-30 miles with only 2 liters of water, so I'll be fine. My left Achilles and my left ankle, very tight, very sore, but can't do anything about it. I'll stretch it out as I walk, and that'll be that. Today, Matt Davison is doing as many push-ups as he can. He was given the 22-day or 25-day push-up challenge. I'm not sure how many days it actually is. I got a spider web on my arm. Ugh. Okay, so he's doing that, and to cap it off, he's doing on his last day, which is today. Spider, not only a spider web on my arm, but there's a spider attached to it. Okay, he's doing as many as he can, and so I'm donating $1 a push-up, and he's going to crush me. But that's okay. If I have to make installments, I'll do it, because it's a very good cause, and he's just a really good guy. So I don't mind. I don't mind at all. And then he's going to have hip surgery like 2 days later. I mean, God, this guy is like a huge stud. World champion skydiver, all-around good guy. So if you look for Matt Davison, like skydiver, on Facebook, you can find him. Unfortunately, by the time that this video gets out, it'll be over. His surgery will be over. He'll be in recovery, because I'm days and days behind, just because of connectivity. No big deal. That doesn't mean you still can't donate. You certainly can. But you'll have the benefit of knowing exactly how many push-ups he did, and then go, oh, well, I'm going to just donate a penny a push-up, because he is a physical specimen. He's 100% badass. So he's gonna crush it. And so all my good wishes go out to that guy. Amazing. I feel good this morning, just, other than the left ankle being tight. I feel good. I feel happy. I got some good sleep last night. I didn't think I was going to get good sleep last night because I was the only person in the shelter. And usually that means, like, you hear an acorn and you're like, oh my God, it's a bear. But I got surprisingly really good sleep. About 1 a.m, somebody else came walking in. And I was like, hey, do you need any space in the shelter? Because I took up the entire shelter. I had my stuff everywhere, airing out and doing whatever. But I was the only one there. I didn't care. And if someone shows up, I just move my stuff around a little bit. No big deal. But this fellow was like, nope, I'm good. I woke up this morning and he was in a hammock and doing his thing. And I packed up as quietly as possible. Excuse me. And I always try to pack up quietly. I don't like to make a big fuss. Oh, spider webs are nasty this morning. But I packed up as quietly as possible and left him sleeping. I think he might be one of those hikers that likes to sleep during the day to beat the heat, and then hikes at night. So, like maybe he takes off at 7 o'clock at night and then hikes until 1 in the morning or so. I don't know. I could be totally wrong. That's not for me. I don't have any problem hiking at night normally, but with the terrain or the rocks in Pennsylvania, oh my God. And I think I only have like 50 miles left of Pennsylvania. So hopefully, now I know that it's not going to, like I'm going to cross out of Pennsylvania into New Jersey and then boom, there's this line of demarcation where, you know, there are no more rocks. I know that's not going to happen. But I don't hear anybody saying, oh my God, New Jersey, whew, watch out, New Jersey's really rocky. Everybody who's been through Pennsylvania, they say the same thing. Oh, Pennsylvania? Oh, it's rocky. That's the first thing they say. And it's so true. Oh my God. Anyway, on the Chris update, I sent Chris a packing list of stuff, and he's going to try to meet me on the trail. I want to say August 3rd. And so from August 3rd until August 10th, we're going to be hiking. I don't know where I'm going to be, but I should have Chris Metcalf with me, which is really good. I have literally a T intersection. Oh, look at that. Yeah, so all this time I've been talking, let me see. Right behind me is the spring that I went to this morning, or last night. So all this time that's how far it was. And I still have to go down. I would still have to go a little further. All right, so I'm starting to go up and, excuse me, I'm going to start moving out. So I can't think of anything else that happened. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. It's so inspiring to know that people are watching my videos and going, hey man, you know, this weird old guy, it's kind of interesting to listen to. But share my links with as many people as you can. I had a mosquito on my finger, and no donations too small. No kid deserves cancer. All right, I love you guys. If I see anything interesting today, I will let you know. Yeah, that's my path. So this is my path this morning. Yeah, Pennsylvania. Lots of rocks. So I just finished lunch. I think I got everything. And it was a good morning. I got 15.5 miles in this morning. And so that's good. There was a fair amount of ups, but I think I have more ups coming up than I did this morning. But I'll just take them as I go. I'm trying to get to a shelter that's 16 miles that way. We'll see. So my water situation. I'm the luckiest guy in the world. At 3 different intersections, somebody had left gallons of water. And so it was just, you know, nice. And so I stopped at each one of them and just drank that water. So by the time I got stopped for lunch, I hadn't touched any of my water yet. None. So that was really, really helpful. One of the stops had a box of oatmeal cream pies. You know the ones I'm talking about. And the box was empty. And I looked in the trash bag, and there was an oatmeal cream pie, like someone took a bite or 2 of it and was like, nah, I don't like this. And then, you know, put it in there. I was like, oh my God, what a sinful waste. I know what you're thinking. Did he do it? Maybe he did. I've had worse things in my mouth. But no, I didn't do it. But I did think about it. If there were just a few less ants on it, maybe I'd have just cut the teeth mark parts away, and, you know, maybe. We'll never know. This is really, really nice. I don't need any water, but I'm going to drink some. But all my containers are full. So thank you to whoever left this. Thank you. Okay, so just a mile or two ahead of me is tonight's shelter. I'm not chasing the sun, but it's not, it's late afternoon. So if yesterday was a bad day, and it was, I was just feeling all poopy and sorry for myself and blah, 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 blah. Today was a good day. Yeah, today was a really good day. I haven't done it yet, but I think I got 31 miles in me, just up that way. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy about that. There were some pretty big ups, but that's every day. But there was some really nice scenery at those ups, and so that was nice. Tomorrow, 22 miles from here, or from the shelter, is the Pennsylvania-New Jersey border. Now, I don't think that when I leave Pennsylvania, these rocks are just going to magically stop. But I've never heard someone say, oh, you're going to be in New Jersey? Ooh, it's really rocky. But the first thing out of everyone's mouth is, and it will be the first thing out of my mouth now too, oh, you're going to be in Pennsylvania? It's really rocky. Because it is, it's really rocky. I mean, I'm walking on rocks right now, and it's grassy as well. So, oh well. The town that's at the border supposedly has a really nice bakery. So I might actually, because it's 22 miles away, I might actually just stay in that town tomorrow night, do some laundry, catch up on sending videos out, stuff like that. We'll see. I saw another huge snake today. He was a rattler. He was either a diamond head or no, a diamond back. Yeah. Or a copperhead. Yeah, that's it. So he's either a diamondback or a copperhead. Truth is, I don't know the difference between the two. But he was rattling like crazy. So I was trail running, so I had my walking sticks in my hand, and I was running. And when you're trail running or when you're walking fast like I do, you make a lot of noise and a lot of vibration. So there's not really there really aren't a whole lot of snakes on the trail with me because they feel me coming and they get off the trail, which is really nice. Very courteous snakes. But this one didn't have time because I was moving pretty quick. And so he was getting off the trail and I didn't see him at all. And I think I just kind of clipped his tail / rattler. And then he really rattled and I froze immediately. I was like, okay, where is he? Oh my God. And I looked down right there, and there he was. And I said, oh okay. And then I looked at the rest of its body, and it was huge. It was bigger than yesterday's. So, and then the snake just kind of looked up out of the brush, raised its head and looked at me. And it had this look on its face, which that's kind of a misnomer, but as if to say, hey, buddy, did you not hear that rattle? And then rattled again. And so that's when I was like, hey, fella, you go on being a snake and doing your snake business. I'm going to go on being an Appalachian trail runner, through hiker. And so that's what I did, but big snake, huge, much bigger than yesterday. So, yeah, there's that. But it's been a great day so far, and I'm pretty happy with it overall. I'm hot. That's to be expected. I'm sweaty. That's to be expected. My ankles are sore. That's to be expected. But I just would not stop today. I just kept going and saying, yep, there are rocks here, man. If you want to get out of Pennsylvania, you got to do these rocks. And in the immortal words of Sweetness, Walter Payton, I just kept my feet moving. That's all I did today. I just kept my feet moving. And those girls that I passed, and I didn't think I would catch them. I did. I caught them actually pretty quick. I was really surprised at how, and I even said, how did I catch you guys so quickly? I mean, I took an hour-long lunch. And they're like, oh, we don't know, but I caught him. Yesterday's snake. I want to talk about yesterday's snake real quick. And so yesterday's snake was pretty big. I would have never, and the road that I was on was pretty wide, right? And I would have never seen that snake, ever. I wouldn't even come close to him, right? On my route, because we're conditioned to drive on the right side of the road. And so if the road is wide, or the trail is wide, we walk on the right side of it. It's just, it's an American thing because the way we're taught to drive. We just can't help it. So the snake was actually on the left side of the trail. What the difference was there were two people, and they were standing in front of me, frozen. And I'm like, hey, fellas, how you guys doing? What's up, friends? And they're like, there's a snake up ahead. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's nice. Don't go that way. I'm like, well, I got to go that way because that's my trail. That's my path. But there's a snake up there. And I said, oh, okay. And so they pointed him out. And I'm like, okay, there he is. He was off the trail, just into the grass. You guys saw the photo of where he was. And I just kind of hugged I actually was in the middle of the road, right? Or the middle of the trail, I should say. And my walking sticks were to the left of me. I'm over here trying to act it out, but you can't see it. And I was just kind of, letting him know that I'm here, making noise. And he was making noise, letting me know he was there. And I'm like, hey, fellas, just come on, right to my side. And then they walked. But to be frozen like that, I don't get it. And they said that they were section hikers, and I, bid them a farewell, and I went about my way. And then I had lunch at that little pavilion or that little shelter. And who shows up? Those two guys. They show up probably like 45 minutes later after I'd been there. And they said, we got to talking, and they're like, yeah, we're section hikers, and one kid, the younger kid, was like, yeah, I want to hike the Appalachian Trail. I'm like, good for you, man, hike the Appalachian Trail. And then the older guy, I'm going to say older because he was younger than me, but he was like, yeah, we were going to hike, just 30 miles, but over a couple of days, period. They were going to hike 30 miles, like 3 or 4 days, which, okay, that's fine. And then, excuse me, he was like, yeah, but I think I'm done. I'm like, oh, okay, how far did you go? And he's like, yep, 10 miles. I'm like, so you went 10 miles, you started today, and you went 10 miles. And he's like, yeah, we're gonna camp out here. They're just gonna set their tents up at that shelter. And he's like, yeah, I'll call my sister and she can come pick us up in the morning. Well, I'm done. And I thought, okay, I don't know whether he got spooked by a snake, or he said his boots weren't fitting correctly, or he just didn't realize, that 30 miles was going to be 30 miles. So that fella and his friend, I guess they were done hiking this morning. But I thought, man, just like, I don't know, just letting little tiny things add up to give you a negative response. I can't abide by that, there's nothing in my life that goes perfect every day. There's always something. And it seems trivial because I'm on the trail, right? It seems like I got a buckle digging. Well, I have a buckle digging in my back, right? And it'll do that for like an hour before I realize it. And I'm like, why does my back hurt? I'll take my pack off, shift out my gear, and go, okay, and move on. But I'm certainly not going to let it sit there all day and just, kind of ruminate and become bigger and bigger and bigger and this bigger problem when it was nothing to begin with. I don't know. I'm going to get off my soapbox now. But you guys have a great day. Love you. Thanks for being on my journey. No kid deserves cancer. No donations too small. St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. Oh, look. We got another hiker just walking by.
How's it going?
Hey there.
Happy trails.
Thank you. Looks like just another day hiker just doing his day hiking thing. So again, thank you for being on this journey with me. I love you guys, and you guys motivate me daily. Thanks.